So I don't really know where to go now, except for, oh.
Holy!
Oh, yeah! This is when you die.
Look at those tomatoes.
It's Viviette on GameSoup. Welcome, my name's Ed.
My name's Joe.
This is by DYA Games, Joe, which is one of your faves, isn't it?
We'd like to thank DYA Games for providing us with a copy of this title, as well as a copy of Bot Vice, and Strikey Sisters in the past. And also I bought Super Star Path, that's their other game. So we own all of their games, and all of them are really fun. So I'm hoping that this one is also fun. I haven't played this one yet. Ed's about an hour and a half into it, or a little bit
Something like that. Yeah, I've been playing it.
Should we just go to play? Is there anything in the options that we need to look at?
No, just start, yeah. We're going to start a new game here, just... Yeah, these are all my saves.
Just do an empty?
Yeah, just do an empty, yeah.
All right. Normal, I guess?
Sure, yeah. So, unless I'm mistaken, for the most part, in my experience, the game has mostly been... You run around a mansion of sorts, and you solve puzzles. So unless I'm mistaken, the game is mostly puzzles, and there's a little bit of survival horror. So you know what it reminds me of is Clock Tower, if you've ever played Clock Tower for the SNES or the PlayStation?
I'm familiar with it, but I have not actually played them.
So in that game, you're being chased by a guy that has giant scissors, and he cuts you up, you know? So
it's terrifying.
It really reminds me of that. And if we don't see that in the opening 20 minutes, I'll jump to my file and we can you know, spoil a little bit, but not too much. So it's definitely not like their other games, but I'm enjoying it so far.
That's something that's really impressed me about DYA Games, is that every game that they've made so far, haven't played this one yet, but the first three, they're all completely different genres, and they're all very well done.
Yeah, and then there's this, right? Like out of nowhere.
Like their first game was a shmup mixed with a puzzle game. The second game was like a Wild Guns Time Crisis style game. That was Bot Vice. And then the third game was like a Breakout style game. And all of them were really fun.
Yeah. So they're really jumping between genres here, which is cool. This is a very different direction.
And top-notch sprite art. I gotta say, about the best in the business right now. About as good as it gets, in my opinion.
All right, so we're just gonna we should try to speed through this because we don't want to spend time watching cutscenes here. So we can't remember. We don't know what happened.
Oh no,
something terrible has happened. That doctor's head is very red.
Yeah, the graphics in all the DYA games, they all remind me of like the late era Super Nintendo, like when they really figured out how to do sprite art.
Yeah,
maybe even the early Sega Saturn, but generally the resolution I think of these games is a little closer to Super Nintendo. I don't know the exact resolution, but it reminds me a little bit more of that, which is pretty awesome.
This really looks like a game that could have just launched on the SNES. Like it's got, you know, it's got the aesthetic. Kind of got the charm of it as well. Like
yeah, nice and colorful. Like Super Nintendo was good at displaying a lot of colors, more than the Genesis was. Or Mega Drive, for those of you in Europe and other places in the world.
Alright, so here we go. We're finally going to jump into it now.
Alright. Amnesia. It's a real bastard.
Alright, so here's the mansion.
Here, take this for a second.
Sure. Here's the mansion that we're going to be exploring. And so far, if you have played Resident Evil, it is a lot like that. You're going to find a lot of locked doors that are like inscribed with a certain symbol, then you have to find the matching key. And there are others that require you to, you know, open them from the other side. There are some, well, you know, you get keys from doing puzzles.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a 2D Resident Evil.
Yeah, so it's basically Resident Evil where there's well, so far in the game, one enemy that just chases you. So it's a little bit like Nemesis. You know, Resident Evil Nemesis.
Yeah. I remember that when you were little.
Yeah,
you played
I used to play that.
Nemesis. Yeah, you were so scared of him, and I would tell you that I think I saw him around the corner there. I think I saw him outside the window, and I would try to scare Ed.
So that's us.
Or you grab his shoulders while he's playing it.
Yeah,
Did I do that? I don't remember.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you used to get... Well, we both kind of used to get scared of things. Like, we didn't even like scary movies. But for whatever reason, Ed just loved Resident Evil games. Yeah. Especially Code Veronica.
I know, yeah. I don't know why. I mean, to me, like, they were always so funny and, like fake scary that they're not actually scary. You know? Like Code Veronica is not a scary game. It's funny. It's a little creepy. I liked it to just the action part of it. Uh-oh. So, things are finally getting started here. We should have just started the video right here. This is where things get really interesting. Ah!
Yeah, the thing about doing it in 2D, though, you can't do the jump scares, like have the character, have an enemy like jump right in front of the camera.
Which I love. Which is partially, I think, why I like Resident Evil games. Because, like, have you played or seen PT or anything like that? There are plenty of games that do that first-person perspective where there's lots of just jump scares and stuff. Okay, so the first thing we got to do here... Actually, I don't know if you have to do it, but the first thing we're going to do is go find the lamp. And he said it was on the boat. So this is the first thing you do in the game, and you're going to notice...
Is he getting tired?
He starts panting.
Oh, okay.
And I got nothing against... I think it's a cool detail. I got nothing against it. But you're never walking in this game because walking is very slow. You're going to spend the entire game running around. And
so he's constantly panting?
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually slow you down. It's not like a stamina meter or like a hidden stamina meter?
As far as I can tell, no. I think it's just an effect.
So he just gets out of breath.
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't think it slows you down. I think there's no limit on running.
I see.
Well, he doesn't seem any slower. And then if you stop, he'll eventually recover.
All this running has made me parched.
Oh, here we go.
That's right. Yeah? Early in the episode, it's time for the Game Soup Canned Carbonated Water of the Week.
All right. This is our third time doing this.
This week we've got the Waterloo Sparkling Water Grapefruit flavor.
Beautiful. Grapefruit. You're a grapefruit man, huh?
This week I am, yeah.
All right, so now we've got our lamp and we can finally start exploring this mansion. We need to find Felice, right? That's pretty much our only goal. So hold B to run.
All right.
X turns the lamp on and off, although you don't really need to turn it off ever.
I'll turn it off. I'll just keep it off.
All right. Oh, that's probably good idea, yeah. So this is what I spent my first 45 minutes or an hour doing. I had to do one specific thing to get the game rolling, and I was very lost. So if you like puzzles...
I don't particularly, actually.
Yeah.
So this might be the first DYA game that I don't like, mainly just because of the genre, maybe not because of the execution.
Hey, this is pretty good. This grapefruit soda. Well, it's not soda. Waterloo Sparkling Water.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan. I've been looking for a cheaper brand that tastes as good, but unfortunately, you kind of get what you pay for so far in my experiences with canned carbonated water.
Is this an expensive brand?
Yeah, it's the most expensive one that I found so far, and the best one.
Waterloo. It has legendary taste according to the label. So some of these doors are open, some of them are locked.
Mangled wooden mannequins.
It's mostly a lot of creepy imagery, man. Like, it is very much Resident Evil.
Oh, that's cool that it zooms in, but it doesn't zoom in on this one. I guess because the art is big enough, but here, we zoom in.
There's a lot of little details like that. A ton of stuff is interactable.
Well, the art looks good. The zoom in, I like the effect. I like how they did it. Yeah, so pretty terrifying.
This is a good game to play at night, I think. I only play it.
Why would you hang that in your house?
So what is interesting about that is something I've noticed, and I'm pretty sure this is the case. I believe that the puzzles in this game are randomized because, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, which you can't do because you haven't seen my file, but that rat is facing to the right in my save file.
Is it?
I think. And
I can't correct you because I didn't watch you play it before.
You can't. But I believe some puzzles are randomized to that effect, and I think we'll be able to tell in a little while once we come up against one. So it's not like you can just, copy the answers off of off of Steam.
Ah, I see.
Here's one of those locked doors. You're going to be seeing a lot of those.
The word maestro appears engraved. Creatures of the sea. A whole assortment of diverse species are painted with watercolors.
Alright.
Just beautiful.
Mollusks and crustaceans?
So this is some kind of a puzzle.
Right.
Obviously.
We can't do anything
a clue
with it
to
now.
a puzzle.
And actually, you know what I should have been doing but did not is I should have just drawn a map, because there's no in-game map, but it would have made things so much easier. Because it's basically, you know, these hallways just have all these branching rooms, and each room has a sort of a specific function. So if you just drew a map as you went along, you would never get lost. So far, at least.
I like that every doorway is marked by these two squares on the side, so you can have exits to the side and the bottom, and you can see them pretty easily.
You can... oh, yeah, go upstairs, actually. I think that's where we actually need to go. Most things are just for detail. Oh, yeah, oh, there it is, there it is.
Viviette.
So I believe that, and this is not a spoiler, by the way, I believe well, maybe it is, maybe I shouldn't say it. We're gonna get chased by some stuff, some scary stuff. You'll see.
Just start running away. Well, we'll take a look outside. Was that wind? Yeah, it was just wind.
I mean, what else could it be?
Is this Kali, the goddess of war? Foreign about this statue. Yeah, it's from South America. And it has a fire symbol on it.
Right.
Oh, sure, I'll press it.
So it's going to show you this pattern, right?
Ah, okay.
And this pattern is also always different.
Okay. I think I got it.
Right. But you know what? You don't have to, because you're not going to need it.
Oh.
It's for a lot later.
Oh.
And in fact, well, I won't spoil it. But yeah. All right. So there's an open window there at the end of the corridor.
I'm terrified. Okay. Can we break it?
No.
I guess not.
No. Ah, this cat just bit me. I'm holding a cat. You're going to spend most of your time...
yeah, just reading descriptions of items and looking at the actual artwork for the item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, I was just thirsty, so I did can carbonated water the week early.
That's okay. Actually, you know, you can... this is the first puzzle that I solved. You can solve this one.
Inside, I see an emblem. It appears anchored to the base. Alright. There are also two buttons. I wonder what they do. I don't know. Press the...
yeah, I don't know, right? Who knows?
A lot of world building going on here.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely a lot more story driven than their past games. Alright.
So I didn't know this at the time when I solved this puzzle. You know, I saw this and I was like, I must be able to find the combination somewhere. I'll come back later. You don't actually have to come back later. You can solve this right now.
Okay.
And if you don't want to be spoiled,
let's do it.
You can scrub away. Or
let's just do it.
Tab out. Okay. So the answer is hidden in this room somewhere.
Is it?
Indeed it is.
Where is it hidden?
You want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
No. You'll figure it out.
Oh, I see. Up, up, up. Is that... these are ups? Oh, I know where it is. It's this picture. It's short, tall, short, short, tall, tall. Yeah?
Give it a shot.
Down, up, down, down, up, up.
Give it a shot. Now, that's kind of a long shot, right?
Right, yeah, down, up, down, up, up. Okay.
That's a pretty obtuse puzzle, if that's the solution.
Down, up, up, up.
Nothing.
Well, that's not it then.
Right.
Oh, okay. So it does it have to do with this painting or not?
It actually does.
Oh.
So there is another way to input those buttons based on this painting. And
up, down, down. Up, down, down.
I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
There are 5 buttons in this combination. 5 button presses.
There's one in the middle. Motley people appear. Yeah, I get it.
I can just give you the answer if you want.
Yeah, you should just give me the answer.
Alright, so the answer is, you don't use the height of the people, you use the height between the people, right? So from the first to the second person, you go up. Second to third, you go down. Third to fourth, you go down. Fourth to fifth, you go up.
Yeah,
and then down. I have a problem with that.
Up, down, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Up, down, down, up, down. Okay, got it.
I don't have it.
Up, down, down, up, down. It didn't work. Or did it?
Wait, what? Go back, go back, go back. And examine the emblem again.
Oh, examine the emblem again?
Yeah. Wait, didn't it work? Do it again.
I must have... maybe I just did it wrong.
Up, down, down,
up, down, down, up, down.
There you go.
I think that's what I did. Up, down, down, up, down. Okay, got it. Up, down, down, up, down. Oh, yeah, I must have just done it wrong. Okay, well, GameSoup needs to step their puzzle game up. The emblem detaches from its anchor. Okay, so can I grab it? Oh, I got an emblem. It's our first item.
Yeah.
Well, besides the lamp.
This took me an hour to get to. We're really fast forwarding here.
Well, that was a scripted event.
Oh, yeah.
Terrifying.
So, okay, that puzzle was fine. However, do I have a problem with that puzzle? A little bit. A little bit, because aside from the height between people in the picture, it doesn't... Can I say this? It shocked me. I was not expecting the solution to A, be right there, and B, be so hidden.
Oh, there's someone here.
There weren't a lot of clues, you know what I mean? So this is the girl we're trying to find, our sister, right? So game's over because we found her, so we're gonna be just fine.
Oh, she doesn't want to leave.
So you can imagine something creepy, something pretty creepy is happening. Uh-oh.
It's pretty cool animations. Like, the character's face doesn't just change. Like, she does an angry gesture as well. Like, a lot of the times in old Super Nintendo games, they would just have maybe a little bubble appear above the character with a face on it, or maybe just the character's face, if it was big enough, would change, or they would just jump maybe if they were surprised. But it's actually a pretty nice, smooth-looking animation. I like it. Oh no, is this like rotten food or something? Is this like Resident Evil 7?
So she's clearly obsessed with this character, this Viviette character.
Yeah, just pretend to drink it. Oh no, are we actually drinking it?
We actually drank it.
Yeah, that's not really too smart.
It's really a dumb idea. Quite silly.
Oh no.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Game over.
Of course.
So now what?
She's gone.
She is.
Red painting? I don't know if that's paint. You're being a little optimistic, sir. I guess we could examine a couple other things.
Alright, so you can kind of imagine what's going to start happening here.
Scary events.
Definitely.
We've already been in this.
We've already been.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to be here.
We went upstairs before. Do we just need to retrace some? Oh. All right.
So if I'm not mistaken, I
Maestro.
think, maybe you want to check upstairs. I don't know. Is this different? It's very possible. There's a lot in this game that seems to be slightly randomized. You hear that panting? You hear that a lot later in the game, yeah. Well, later in the game, like
Greco.
You know.
So Maestro was on the bottom one. Greco was on this one. All right.
And I know that it's a game that you can speedrun. You can complete it in under an hour because that's one of the achievements.
Oh wow!
And there are multiple endings. And yeah, it's actually hard to. Ooh, okay. Strong gusts of wind. Gust of wind. You can do it. So for this part, move left and move right, and you press up to hug the wall. That's important.
Oh, I see. Oh no! I held up, but I think I started holding up a little bit too late.
Crushed. Crushed by your own body weight. You're dead, man.
Oh, God. Good going.
I
think this would be a good time to jump ahead a little bit.
Right, so we're going to jump a little bit ahead to where I am in the game. It's not much farther. But, you know, you'll see a lot of the same rooms, and maybe we'll encounter a crazed murderer.
Yeah, if you only wanted to see the beginning of the game, I guess turn the video off now. But hopefully we're not going to be spoiling too much yet. We don't know exactly what's going to happen here, though.
Yeah, this is a situation where I know what to do next, but I didn't do it. Uh-oh. So that's her, right?
Yeah.
And what is really cool about this is that she will enter and exit rooms. And she can actually chase you through rooms.
Oh, so, like into the next room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
So she sees us. Luckily... Oh, crap. Oh, no. So this is basically how you escape, right?
That's scary.
You mash buttons and she'll come and chase you again. But she's pretty easy to fool. Not to give the wrong impression, it's very creepy. But you feel like she's got to have some better tactics than this, right?
Look at that bloody knife.
And in most cases, she will follow you into a room. Oh, okay. And that's the really creepy part. And I think this is true. You can turn your lamp off and stop moving, and she may or may not walk away.
Oh, okay. Actually, makes it so she can't see you. Maybe if you have your lamp on, it'll alert her.
Yeah, I actually don't know if that has anything to do with it, because I usually just run away, and like you saw, you can keep pace with her and kind of like out-juke her.
Right.
So there's not that much
danger yet, at least.
Yeah. I was just listening and see. Oh, there she is. Anyway,
looked like she had LOS with you, but
yeah,
line of sight, but didn't come after you.
I'm not sure how it's programmed, but I would be interested to know, because it's pretty it's an ambitious system to have to design, you know, to have an AI that chases you and is capable of killing you like that.
Yeah. I tried to make. Well, I did make one of our old homemade GS's. It was a horror game. I forget I don't even remember what I called it. But the enemies tracked you in different ways. Oh, one of them was through sound, one was through sight, and I think one was just a cone. But this, I imagine, is more complex.
Uh-oh.
Especially, yeah, the way that she moves is more complex. Wait, where's she going?
I was wondering if she was attracted to sound. It kind of seems like she is. Come on.
Good luck, man. Oh. Can you go through that hole in the wall there?
I could, but it's a dead end, so I'm just going to run past her and leave. So it does keep you
knife-wielding maniacs. It seems like a good place to hide a dead end from a knife-wielding maniac.
Yeah, right? And this is the music room where we found her. Oh, hey. Remember this?
Oh, yeah. On mine, it was the right... Well,
right.
Do you know which one it is?
I don't.
You don't?
Because I believe it's different every time you play or load a file.
Well, we could just try the one that it was for me, but it's probably different. You're right.
Let's do this. Let's actually go look at it. Because this
it's right freaking here.
Right here. So let's see.
Press the button. Oh yeah, it is different. Okay.
That's pretty easy. All right.
Oh, it's just a circle all the way around.
That was very easy. Usually it's more complicated than that.
Bottom left and then Yeah, full circle. Clockwise.
So there's a really cool element of the world being alive here, because she will just enter doors when you're not expecting her to. Oh wait, huh? Oh no.
Oh, you have to figure out which one. Okay, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, so the middle left one, then there, then the far right, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
that was right, wasn't it?
It was. Maybe that's not the answer to the puzzle. Maybe I did it wrong. I was pretty sure that was what you had to do. Let's try again. Huh.
It sounded like it made a little click sound, though.
You think?
Maybe it opened something?
I think it'll let you know if something happened.
Yeah. I think that would be better if it did let you know exactly what happened, or it was clear that you had solved the puzzle.
Maybe you can't get it wrong, because, you know, like I did it and then I exited out. Tried again without getting it wrong.
Oh yeah, maybe it Oh great. You can do this while being chased. Hang on, lady. I gotta. Oh yeah, probably. Oh, that's a hard one.
Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna draw it on paper.
I think it was 1, 2,
yeah, you got
3, 4, 5, 6.
So
yeah,
she actually
drew it out, so I think this is right.
She actually is a tad bit faster than you, which is interesting. But for the most part,
when you push her off, you get a
yeah.
chance to break that gap.
Yeah.
Or create a gap between you and her.
So, and I don't know if it gets harder to button mash. It might get harder the more times you get caught by her. But all right, let's give this a shot.
It would get a little bit harder. With a middle right.
Middle right. So that would be this one.
Yeah.
And then top left.
Top
right?
left. Yeah.
And that's this one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then.
Wait, is she coming closer?
Top right? No, I don't think so. I think she just entered the room and is not moving. Top right.
Top right. Top right.
That's that one.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Middle left.
Middle left. That would be this one.
I think this is
and then bottom right.
Bottom right, and then bottom left.
Yeah. So we know this is working now because the buttons are staying there. They're staying
okay.
pushed.
Okay, good. We got it. I was gonna be embarrassed if we got that one wrong.
The Black Knight chess piece. All right. So by the way, this is the inventory. There are a couple different things I've collected so far, including that emblem that was in the lobby, a bucket with water, and a crank. Very, very Resident Evil style.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and you've got these strange books that are going to help you solve some puzzles later. So it's really, really, I mean, it does seem like Resident Evil, just with much less of an emphasis on combat, more along the...
You can tell these guys definitely love video games. The developers, I mean. They've explored many genres.
Yeah.
Tried out a lot of things.
And this is really cool. It's a cool little experiment. I'm still compelled to keep playing, and I expect I will keep playing until I beat the game, even after we're done here. So I've got this crank. I've already used the crowbar for one thing. Plier cutters, I don't know. There are a lot of times when you like find a keyhole or something, or you find a strange object or a strange hole in the wall, and you're not really sure what key or...
Oh, okay. I think it just sometimes plays the sound effects while you're in the menu, but she can't get you while you're paused in the menu. I think. I don't see her coming towards us here.
Let's get right out of there.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Maybe she can enter the room while you're in menus or doing puzzles, but just can't come after you. Maybe that's how it is. Because it seemed like she entered the room while we were doing this this 6-arm puzzle.
It did.
That was it's pretty scary. If you don't know how the rules work, and if you do know how the rules work.
Yeah. 3 birds and a man. So I believe that this is a clue for... You can actually go outside of the house, and outside of the house there's like a graveyard, there's a well, which is where I got the water from, the water in that bucket. There's a couple other areas of interest that you can explore. But, do we want to go... Wait, didn't we... How did we get over there? Weren't we in there before? Like, we must have gone maybe around.
Oh, go on the window. Go on the window.
Yeah, but I think there's another way to do it now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Let's just go on the window.
Okay.
Let's just go on the window. Yeah, I had to do this a couple times. I did fail my first time. I fell down just like you. So, it was kind of funny, I admit.
Well, it was funny when I did it. I'm glad we got to see it.
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird that you fall from, like, the what, 10 feet up, it looks like? The first floor, really. The first floor of the building.
Yeah, that's enough to kill a man.
You think?
Well, a weak man like this guy.
A weak man. Possibly.
Sorry if you heard that coughing. That's our editor,
Molly?
Gerald. No, Molly. Yeah, Molly. I forgot the name of our editor for a second there.
Yeah, so did I. It's okay. So it's pretty cool. You can kind of just watch her and toy with her and see what she does. You know. Oh yeah, here's one of those examples of, okay, there's a big keyhole and that's all you get.
It'd be funny if the AI was just really dumb and it just made us feel like it was smart and we're just dumb.
That might be true. Sometimes I feel really dumb.
But it would be interesting to look at the code for the AI.
That it would. All right, let's just quickly head back here.
I was watching another LPer play that Alien game. I think it's Isolation? Alien Isolation?
Oh, I died!
Oh,
I died!
Christ.
Is that the one where you have to hide from the alien?
Yeah.
And he can hear you with your microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish you got a second chance there. Like when you accidentally fail that part. But it's really, really easy. I feel like I'm just impatient. I feel like a child could have done that better than me.
But yeah, I was thinking that it's scary even to watch that. And it's probably even scary to play it. But to play it a second time probably wouldn't be scary at all. And like if you tried to speedrun a game like that, it wouldn't even be a fear fest at all. You would just know exactly, you just go to the right place where the alien isn't. If you just memorize where everything is, you don't worry about anything.
Right. And this definitely seems like it.
Yeah, that kind of game is like playable only once, but it looks like they at least tried to solve that problem. We don't know if it worked, but by randomizing the puzzles, from what we can tell, from what it looks like, that some of the game is random, and there's also multiple endings, so they've made it worthwhile to play the game more than once, and it seems like they've solved that problem. Okay, we just did that 6-arm puzzle, and then we went into a weird room.
And I don't know if I unlocked this earlier or something, but I have not been in this room.
Oh, well, you got another book.
Alright. So I'm not really sure what these books are for. Crustaceans.
Oh, that dedicated to crustaceans and mollusks. It probably has to do with that poster on the wall of crustaceans and mollusks that we saw earlier.
But, so yeah, red, green, and blue. And you can't read them as far as I can tell, so I'm not really sure what we'll do with them. But maybe we'll actually come upon that right now. A wind rose painted on some type of parchment.
Is that what a wind rose is? I never knew what those were called. I thought it was a compass.
It looks like crossed blades, huh? Alright. So that's the clue for the
west,
eventual...
southwest, and north, or east, northeast?
I guess, yeah. I wonder if maybe we'll be able to figure that out.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll write it down.
Let's
all right.
An anchor, huh? Get out of here. No, it's all right.
That's just paint. It's just paint, like what we saw on the doll earlier. There's no bloodiness in this game, and that stuff on the knife. It's tomato juice. It's V8. Have we seen this room yet? I don't think so.
No,
on the video at least.
Right. This is actually. So there is one other thing about this game.
Oh God.
She enters save rooms. This is a save point.
Really?
And yeah, in fact, if you like quit the game here and load back in, she'll still be here. She will still be here.
I hope you can't create a fail state there.
I don't think so. I mean, you saw it. She's fairly easy.
Yeah, you can just mash her away.
Yeah. Or you can juke around her. It's not like the end of the world if...
It's just wine, man.
It is just wine.
It's nothing else. All the red stuff in this game, it's jam. Terrifying.
There's also a wall here that I'm pretty sure you're meant to break down. The wall here is peeling and cracked and very, obviously, very conspicuous,
you need
right?
A sledgehammer. You know what you use a sledgehammer on? That lady.
That's a good idea.
You know, then she'll be dead.
We're literally, like, carrying a crowbar. But she is our sister, so I guess we don't want to...
you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah. This is where we just were. I'm trying to find that room.
But, I mean, it's either her or you, but, you know, if the police get involved and they just see a dead sister and you holding its bloody crowbar, you say, it was tomato juice.
Right.
You'll probably get off.
That's been known to work.
But why is the sister dead? Well, I don't know. It was an alien.
So this is also a new room for me. Oh! This is what creeps me out.
Just turn off the lamp.
Yeah. When I'm encountering a new puzzle for the first time, I don't also want to have to worry about running away.
Yeah, just leave, lady.
I know, get out of here.
Oh, here she comes.
No, we got this. We got this.
There's not like closets or boxes or something to hide in. There's not. You just have to use the I don't want to say geometry, just the map to hide. Geometry would be a 3D game. But yeah.
Oh, I can't see in the dark. Oh, what's the worst that can happen? Oh yes, there's a couple of these backstory pieces of paper.
Two-way mirrors. We saw a mirror earlier.
Oh. Oh.
Like
interesting. I wonder if you look in the mirror, if that's how maybe she finds you by when you look in a mirror. A stage for puppet show.
This is a pretty morbid show.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so there was a room that we were just in that had a bunch of puppets in it, and
we should have wrote down the order or something.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess we can go back, figure this one out.
Maybe. Let's see what else we can find.
All right.
So yeah, it seems like all the puzzles so far have been like that. Like you'll examine something in a different room, and then it corresponds more or less. But like that first puzzle with the buttons, based on the difference in height, that's kind of a weird one. I don't know if that's good puzzle design or not, because I'm not.
I don't know. I don't play a lot of games. I usually give up on a game that has puzzles on the first puzzle.
Yeah.
Maybe the second. But unless it's a very easy puzzle game. But
that's why I spent the first 40 minutes running around, because I didn't know that was that puzzle. I could that I could solve it, and B, I could solve it in the same room that I was in.
Right.
Because I didn't get the clue.
I don't think I would have got it either, to be honest. I'm not a master puzzle solver in games.
No.
Usually, I'm the type of guy that I'll try if I'm stuck in a game for about 5 minutes.
Get out of here, lady!
It's time to look for the FAQ.
The FAQ, which is exactly what I did. I went on Steam, trying to juke this lady. Get out of here, lady!
Whoa! That's gonna be a stabbing. Oh no!
No, I think when the bar goes all the way down.
Oh, when the bar goes all the way down is when there's a stabbing. Damn it! I wanted to see a stabbing.
She'll never figure out where I went. Uh-oh.
You're not cornered. You might be able to run right through there. Just walk. Maybe you just walk.
You think?
If you just walk out that door, she won't see you. It's dark. She's far away. Try it. I think it'll work. No, it's not going to work. Nope.
Wait, can she see in the dark?
No. No, she cannot.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I mean, that's why you can turn the lamp off and on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
cool.
She didn't see you. Maybe she can see you up really close.
She came back in.
Yeah, she did. Well, that's obnoxious.
Come on, lady.
Yeah, walk past her. Just walk. Only walk. Oh, Christ.
Come on. Do your thing.
That's not where we want her to be, though.
Oh, she came in again!
Yeah. It's like the cat. It's like the GS Studio cat. In and out of the room. You know how many times he's been in and out of... Oh, there he goes again. He's leaving. He's leaving. He's probably been in and out of this room fucking 8 times.
Such a jerk. He does that all the time, every day.
If we latch the door, he'll just sit outside meowing the whole time.
So she couldn't possibly have known where I went just now, right?
Well, she'll be here. Turn off the lamp. If she comes in the door.
She won't.
If she comes in the door, she'll see ya.
We got this. There was a place around here I was supposed to use a crank, maybe? Not sure. Alright, let's just hope she's not out there.
Speaking of terrifying, does the ice cream man still come around here?
He
all
does.
Summer? Like 7 times a day? Yeah. It used to be all day, every day in this town that Ed still lives in and that I used to live in. All day, every day. That ice cream man. I mean, it sounds normal in this neighborhood. So there are a lot of kids around. It's a tightly packed neighborhood. So you'd expect the ice cream truck. But my neighborhood now, I live in the woods. If I heard the ice cream man coming through my neighborhood, I would know that a homicide was about to happen.
That would be the start of a horror movie, wouldn't it?
That's what it would be, yeah. I don't know. Start recording with my phone because a killing is about to happen. It could be mine, but at least someone will see it.
What is this? More worthless junk.
Stream my own murder onto the internet.
Wow, dude.
It's morbid.
That is morbid.
But luckily, the murderous ice cream man has not paid his visit to my town yet.
So now we're just doing some backtracking, and if I had thought ahead and drawn a map, we wouldn't be doing this. Because I know the room I'm looking for, but I don't remember where it is.
Well, there's not an in-game map at all, is there?
There is not, yeah. Which is fine. This is also a dead end, I believe.
Maybe it's simple enough.
Yeah, it might
not need it.
It's a pretty small map so far, you know? But, I mean, I don't know how much is left to explore here. Could be a lot. What I was looking for was that bathroom. That's not it. I guess it's not a big deal if we don't find it. Oh, here it is. So, yeah.
A lot of unique assets in this game, too. It's not like a lot of reused backgrounds and reused...
This seems like a passion project in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, like the animation is spectacular. A lot of the assets, like you said. I was pretty sure this went here. Just because there was like this very strange checkerboard pattern.
Well, it also has a king on top, like a king chess piece on the top of the frame.
Right.
So that's a pretty good clue.
So there are 5 more. So I assume...
I guess you just get all the types of pieces. I think there's 6 different pieces in chess, right? And 1...
there's got to be more than that.
I think there's 6.
Really?
Let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4... I think there's 6, yeah.
Oh.
You got pawn, rook, bishop, knight, queen, king. I think that's it. That's 6. I think that's it, yeah.
Oh. What an easy game. There can't be that many combinations, right? It's just chess.
Yeah. No computer could solve chess.
So one last thing, I guess before we close it out here. I don't want to spoil too much, but you've seen the vast majority of what's inside the house. However... we can also go outside.
Oh yeah, just get out of here. Wait, this is it. Game's over.
Could have just taken the boat and left, but we would have had to leave our sister, and that's not cool, man. You know, you don't really want to do that.
Get help. She's got a knife.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea. That is a good idea. So there are a couple. Can I use this? No.
Still use the crank.
No,
use the water. The water might work.
You think?
The key.
You think? I can't use it.
Oh, you tried the key. Okay.
Yeah. So far, all the keys have been like the doors will be clearly labeled. They'll say, this door, you know, like you saw, this door has X written on it. So there's this thing, this thick tree branches hang along with a metal wire that crosses it. So there's something inside. I was kind of looking for a way to just like reach in there, but I don't think that's possible. Can we use pliers?
Yeah, use the pliers.
That was it. That was it. You got tree branch. Small, thick, and hollow. I found it hanging from the outside wall. Check. I think I hear something clanking inside of it. Maybe like smash it open.
Something's clanking inside of the stick.
Oh, you know what? There's a log cutting machine in this house.
Oh, well, that's exactly where we have to go.
But why would a log be small, thick, and hollow? And if somebody was able to get something inside of it,
it's hollowed out. That's really odd.
Shouldn't you also be able to get something out of it just by reaching in?
Yeah.
I mean, unless they sealed it up with some more wood. So here's this graveyard that I think we saw that clue earlier for, but I don't know how to get in there. Here's yet another puzzle that I have no idea how to do.
Can you push these?
You can push them in the cardinal directions. You can see these little notches on the floor here. But,
yeah.
But as far as I know, I haven't come across the correct clue for that one. Man, you get used to hearing this panting.
So there's basically no combat. There's just throwing her off of you.
Pretty much, yeah. Now again, granted I have not completed the game. This is about as far as I've been. But that's what it's been so far. And if that's the case, I'm okay with that. I'll find another way. Because, you know, strips out all the need to conserve ammo. It's still creepy.
I mean, every game has, just about every game has combat in it. So people have solved the problems of combat, and people have explored all kinds of different mechanics for combat. But this is a little bit more. Well, this is different, at least.
Yeah.
And it's more interesting in a lot of ways.
And this is straight up horror, and I think it works pretty well.
Yeah, this is more unique than 99% of what's coming out right now.
A lot of locked doors, man.
More unique than Fallout 76.
So as far as I can tell, there's only one more or less linear path to go through to get through the game. And I'm not even sure what factors affect your ending, what kind of ending you get. But I can see this having some replayability. So I don't really know where to go now, except for, oh.
Ah! Holy!
Oh yeah! This is when you die.
Look at those tomatoes.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh,
she was standing right there.
That's a really, really brutal death animation.
Why was she just standing there? How did she know? Unbelievable.
So I had this this daydream, this great daydream, and I really wish it will come. I really wish it would come true. That, right. You know how all the AAA companies are all screwing over their customers, and it's gotten really bad. I think 2018 is like the top, the most it's happened. So many, yeah. So you guys probably have been following some of it, but I had this dream that players would get so fed up with the AAA companies that they would come flooding into the indie games like this, and you know, games that we might put out because we're indie developers ourselves. And you know that the market would just expand to become even more creative, and creative games would just rise to the top. But, you know, I don't think that's actually going to happen. I think that AAA companies are going to continue their predatory practices. They're just going to find ways to disguise it better. But, you know, it was just a daydream that I had.
I wish it wasn't just a daydream, because that sounds like a
paradise for a couple of guys like us, but it's unlikely to happen.
A utopia, a perfect world, if you will.
Where risk-taking is again rewarded in game design. Which it still is. And there's a lot of interesting, mainly indie games coming out that do succeed and take risks in design and presentation and everything. I don't know why I said presentation there, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I appreciate those who take risks. Not just in game design, but just in general.
So I'm just walking back and forth here. I keep forgetting, man. I just gotta make...
Wow, that was... I mean, she was waiting right there for you again.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Christ.
Alright, man.
Like this is one of those games where you just want to do one more thing because you're like, oh, let me just check this one more thing. I think.
Did we find the log cutter?
No, it's actually in a separate building. That was outside.
All right.
So.
I was gonna say that's one thing that we know how to do at least. One other thing I was gonna say, I had a small critique of the small capsule for this game on Steam. The logo for the game, it's decent, but the capsule, which is the little banner image that you see when you're scrolling through Steam looking at all the new releases.
It's this, right?
It's this. Yeah, it's just the title here, just in a little box, the logo. And I think it kind of blends in with the rest of the games on there. It looks like it could just be another crappy, you know, throwaway Steam game, and this is obviously not a throwaway Steam game. Like, I would have just scrolled past it in most cases. I think we actually clicked on it. I think that's actually how we found it, because we were just clicking on a ton of games.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was just scrolling through quick and maybe picking one or two games on each page, I definitely would have went right past this one. So the reason why I am giving the critique of this now is because I've been working on all the Steam art for our upcoming game, and I've been kind of judging others' small capsules and looking for ideas and trying to figure it out. I didn't spend that much time on it, but yeah, that's kind of just a small critique for the developers and anybody who's planning on releasing a game on Steam. I think it's probably best to put, in my opinion, it's best to put the logo for the game, or the logo for the game along with the face of a character from the game. Now the logo for this game is a little bit long because the name of the game is one word and it's long, so you can't like stagger or stack the words on top of each other. Like, our game is called Game Soup. Very easy to stack two 4-letter words on top of each other and have room for a character's face. I'm getting into graphic design talk here. But if there's some way to make it a little more bold, or to somehow fit one of the character's faces on there, or something that doesn't even have to be a face, just something that would catch the eye of a player, preferably something colorful, even though the game's color palette isn't particularly saturated. Just some ideas. It's not terrible as it is, and the logo is decent enough. But yeah, just an idea.
Yeah, I think we did find this purely by chance, didn't we?
Yeah,
we were looking through, yeah.
I wasn't even keeping track of DYA games at the time. I am subscribed to the art channel, where they post like sprite art. Maybe not tutorials, but kind of like walkthroughs of how they make some of their art, and there's some fan art and stuff. It's a really neat channel, but actually I haven't been on there in a long time, maybe half a year or a year. So
well, this is a very pleasant surprise.
So I haven't
been
keeping track of these guys that much recently. But yeah, I'm really glad that we stumbled upon it.
Yeah,
it's definitely a unique and interesting game.
I'm gonna start following DYA. Oh, there she is. I'm gonna start following these guys a little more closely than I have been, because like Strikey Sisters, awesome. Bot Vice, awesome. I didn't play their first game at all.
Yeah, I played it a little bit. I didn't finish it or anything, but I have it. But it's just, yeah, it's interesting that they tackle all kinds of different genres, and they have their own unique take on it. And obviously the art is awesome, the presentation is great. They're pros. So I really appreciate the effort that they put into the games.
Yeah. Hats off to them. DYA Games. This is Viviette.
Yeah. So
grab it on Steam.
Yeah, for sure. If you're interested.
Yeah. Or if you like listening to guys panting.
Yeah. Like this is one I probably actually won't finish myself. Like
yeah, this is not your kind of game.
It looks awesome,
right?
but it's not my kind of game. I like the other games that they made, but I appreciate it and I think it's well done. So if you are into this kind of game, you know, check it out, man.
Yeah, yeah. This is my kind of game, though. I guess we should just
maybe I'll just watch you play it.
You know, you could. I think I am going to finish it because it can't be that long, right? You can speed run it in an hour.
This is the kind of game like I would watch an LPer play through this.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch that many LPs, but if I was picking an LP, this might be one that I would watch.
Here are those mannequins that correspond to that puzzle we saw earlier. The neck between the head and the torso is made of fine wood. The neck between the head and the torso is made of fine wood. The neck between... Do they all say this?
Is this connected to that puppet show?
Yeah. So it's these 4 things. So when we go back there, we'll have to do something with these 4 puppets, I guess? But you know what? Maybe you should do that when you go buy the game and see for yourself. Try it at home. Yeah. All right.
All right, man.
See you later, Joe.
Bye.
Bye. Joe. Joe, can you hit the stop button?
Which one is it? I don't remember.